Right now, Live at 5 special session underway. Minnesota's second try to pass police reform and a bonding bill kicks off what lawmakers have already agreed to.
The head of the Lakes Fair will be starting right here next week in Superior. And coming up, the safety protocols the fair will be taking to make sure you feel safe.
Summer hockey and COVID-19, what parents should know to keep their children safe.
And the extended tax deadline is quickly approaching. While you can still file an extension, some things need to be in by tax day. Plus, some in the Trump administration are going after Dr. Fauci. His criticism of the infectious disease expert grows.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Welcome to the CBS 3 News, Live at 5. Here's a look over Duluth as we wait for Duluth City Council members to make a decision on the possible mask mandate. It's a topic that's been being discussed for a couple of weeks now and could be voted on tonight. Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. Hockey arenas are on high alert after learning a tournament in Ashland last month led to a breakout of confirmed COVID-19 cases.
As of Sunday, 4 out of 8 confirmed COVID-19 cases in Ashland are said to be linked to that tournament, and 24 other individuals are being monitored.
CBS 3's Leanne Valdez spoke with one Duluth arena that's kicking safety measures up a notch.
Mars Lakeview Arena, home to Marshall's hockey program and others, opened up their arena on June 8th. Marshall's high school hockey summer training program started on the 15th, but they have only practiced since then, despite Minnesota Department of Health guidelines allowing tournaments play starting July 1st. So far, the arena is holding off because of COVID-19 concerns. Area manager Steve Rude says their organization has taken multiple precautions to prevent the spread of COVID-19. That includes not allowing players to shower, limited number use of locker rooms, sanitization stations around the rink, and having the parents stay home during practice.
We are actually recommending that parents just drop off their athletes and not actually enter the building. That way we're limiting the exposure of just the number of people in general and hoping that it is just the athletes coming in.
As of now, Mars Lakeview Arena is planning to host a game July 24th through the 26th, but the arena manager says they're still deciding what they're going to do.
Thanks, Leanne. And coming up at 6, we hear from a parent of a youth player about what changes they've noticed at tournaments and what else they hope to see done.
Dr. Anthony Fauci's standing within the Trump administration's response to the coronavirus pandemic appears to be diminishing. Skylar Henry has more details from the White House.
President Trump says he gets along with Dr. Anthony Fauci very well.
I have a very good relationship with Dr. Fauci. I've had for a long time, right from the beginning.
But the president adds he doesn't always agree with the government's top infectious disease expert. And sources on the White House coronavirus task force tell CBS News Dr. Fauci creates headlines that aren't helpful.
Dr. Fauci is one of many on the task force who provides advice.
Dr. Fauci says the rise in cases is due in part to the economy reopening too quickly.
When you try to reopen, if you're not handling the surgency well, what you're seeing is what we're seeing right now.
While the president insists the rising numbers are a result of increased testing.
We test more than anybody by far. And when you test, you create cases. So we've created cases.
The coronavirus pandemic will likely be a major issue in this fall's presidential election. And President Trump's push to reopen states and schools may be costing him votes.
More than 60% of voters in some of the hardest hit areas right now say their state moved too quickly to reopen.
They also told us that they felt that the state did that because of pressure from the Trump administration.
The poll shows the more concerned someone is about getting the coronavirus, the more likely they are to support Mr. Biden.
The Trump campaign responded to the poll, calling it a, quote, fake news suppression poll, and questioned the methods used in conducting it. Former Vice President and Democratic frontrunner Joe Biden tweeted that his supporters should ignore the polls and keep working.
Tonight, the Duluth City Council is expected to vote on an ordinance requiring face masks while in public places. Councilors Eric Forsman and Therese Tomanek announced the emergency proposal on July 1st. The ordinance would require people to wear a face mask in indoor public spaces in the city of Duluth. Hundreds of emails have been sent to council members sharing concern and support for the proposed rule. When we heard from Councilor Forsman 2 weeks ago, he said the ordinance will only work if the community works together.
We should really consider what actions can be taken locally and And it starts with citizen engagement and their participation in this process.
If passed, Councillor Forsman said the new rule would go into effect immediately and could last through local and state emergency declarations. We'll have the latest on the vote coming up tonight at 10.
Wearing a face mask has slowly become a part of everyday life, and with this new normal, experts say it's important to wear them correctly. Emergency medicine doctor with Essentia, Andrea Boland, says the most important thing is making sure the mask covers your mouth and your nose. She says wearing your mask is not so much about protecting yourself, rather than protecting those around you. Boland says if you wear a reusable cloth mask, you should wash it regularly. She adds, encouraging everyone to wear a mask will be the best way to slow the spread of COVID-19.
I think we here in the Northland are in a position where we can prevent that disaster. And simple things like wearing masks will help us to stay open. It will help our economy. So I think that the more we can do to encourage mask wearing, the better for all of Duluth.
She added that when the pandemic first hit, the community came together and provided handmade cloth masks for hospital staff. However, they are now fully stocked with the proper PPE.
And Dave's going to give us our first look at the weather. Dave, pretty nice weekend, and that overflowed right into Monday.
Yeah, and now Monday's flowing the other way with impending weather on our horizon. Chance for severe weather coming back to the picture tonight and lasting through early tomorrow morning. So we first cast our eye towards the west. This live view comes from Jacobson, which is about as far west as our camera network goes, and you can see the sky starting to get a little bit gray as a low pressure system advances out of North Dakota and heads our way. It brings a pretty decent chance for storms tonight and a little bit for some on Tuesday as well, but I think the ones tonight have the chance of becoming severe, while the ones tomorrow will be the run-of-the-mill variety. So tonight, I'll talk more about the severe storm chance in just a few minutes, but our Tuesday day planner says we run down to a 40% chance for lesser precip in the morning, bumps back up to a 60% shot in the afternoon, but then should be clearing tomorrow evening. Tomorrow's high temps, thanks to the cloud cover, will be cooler than normal at 74. But I do think the warm spell may be back by Wednesday, and we'll talk about how long this next coming will last in just a bit.
Thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, the Wisconsin Main Street program gained a new member, and a bike shop in Carlton celebrates by giving back to the community. Stay tuned. City by City is next.
And coming up at 6, learn how the nation's most prestigious hospital system is giving back to the Northland's indigenous communities during the pandemic.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS 3. Watch Anthony Matt weekdays at 6 and 10 p.m. on Live Local CBS 3 Duluth.
For 1 week only, Home Furniture has put everything on sale, and you can finance it free for 6 years. Plus, get free no-contact shipping. Shop in-store or online. No interest for 6 years. Now at Home Furniture.
Cold and flu prevention is easy with a stop at the Essence of Health. Hi, this is Sharon. We can help you find the right supplements to keep cold viruses at bay.
Coronavirus has adversely affected most businesses in the area. As an essential business, we are open. We're open 6 days a week. If you need repairs, bring your bike in. We have a full repair staff. We will have the bike done for you as soon as we can.
Coming up Tuesday on CBS 3 this morning, Jenna Wells will have the latest in news. Plus, we will recap some of the showers and storms that have made its way through the Northland. And we'll have a look at that extended forecast as well, so be sure to tune in with Jenna and I starting at 5 a.m.
Start your day with Live Local CBS 3.
Bonjour and Dinaway Maganadug. Hello, all my relatives. I'm Dr. Arnie Vinio, and I live in Duluth, and I love Duluth and the surrounding communities. Keeping COVID-19 from spreading is going to depend on all of us. Washing our hands frequently, keeping social distance, staying home if you can, and wearing a face mask is important. We need to keep our elders and those most vulnerable safe. This is about respect. This is about love.
Our Northland may not have the longest severe weather season, but it does come around every now and then. I'm hoping folks will keep an eye to the sky and on Channel 3 here this summer. If severe weather threatens, Austin Haskins, Caitlin Moffat, and I will keep our eyes glued to the radar. We'll break in if you need to hear about the latest storm developments. We'll work together to keep our region safe.
Watch Dave, Caitlin, and Austin for local weather you can trust on CBS 3.
For a limited time at Home Seasonal Concepts, everything patio is on sale, and you can finance it free for 6 years. Plus, get free no-contact shipping. Shop in the store or online. No interest for 6 years. Only at Home Furniture.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a look at Duluth from Spirit Mountain on this Monday. Dave will be in with your complete forecast in just a few minutes. But first, let's head on over to Tony for a look at what's happening around the region.
The Wisconsin Main Street program gained a new member, plus a local food bank needs your help. All that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. The Wisconsin Main Street program gained a new member over the weekend. Ashland is the 34th community to join the program. The Wisconsin Economic Development Corps operates the Wisconsin Main Street program in hopes of revitalizing main streets all across the state through professional marketing tools. Ashland's Main Street business owners say the help could not have come at a better time. In Minnesota, Carleton County is known for its recreational trails, and one business is celebrating 10 years of helping others enjoy them to their fullest. Carleton Bike Rental and Repair has been doing business since 2010. To celebrate this milestone, the bike shop will offer rental bikes free of charge to all Carleton County residents every Sunday for the rest of the summer. The owner says she hopes that the free rentals give families a chance to spend some time outside. And finally, the Ely Area Food Shelf is celebrating Food Shelf Week. However, they find themselves in need of an extra hand. According to the manager, volunteers are in short supply due to summer vacations. The Ely Area Food Shelf does follow social distancing protocols. You can find volunteer information on our website, cbs3duluth.com. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, go ahead and send us an email, and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city.
Still to come, the Minnesota legislature entered its second special session. Coming up, we hear from 2 local lawmakers who are voicing their opinions about the second.
Here's another live look at the sky over towards Hibbing, Chisholm, and clouds are on the increase as a potentially potent low-pressure system comes to our doorstep. We'll talk about the timeline coming up after our break.
Hi, I'm Dr. Charity Reynolds. I would like to remind you that COVID-19 is still around. Remember to wash your hands, wear your mask, and stay home as much as possible. Thank you.
Want to do more to help your community? The All of Us Research Program is a great way to contribute to health discoveries for today and the future. Call, visit us online, or download the All of Us app to learn how you can make a difference.
Northwest Outlet Store is open. Yes, Northwest Outlet is open for business 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Now get up to 40% off store-wide on clothing, up to 40% off on footwear, up to 40% off on fishing, up to 40% off on camping, up to 40% off store-wide at Northwest Outlet. Yes, Northwest Outlet now open for business Tuesday through Saturday 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Online 24/7. Curbside pickup during store hours. 1814 Belknap, Superior.
We have a structure fire with injuries on Highway 13.
Did you know your friends and neighbors volunteer to provide emergency services? They are serving many communities and need your help. Challenge yourself. Be part of the team. Be somebody.
The show critics are praising as genius is now the Emmy winner for Outstanding Talk Show Host. What? And the stars love it too.
It's so good!
The Kelly Clarkson Show, weekdays at 3 on Live Local CBS 3.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez on CBS 3.
Summer is here with Crestliner at RJ's Sport and Cycle.
Always on the go, but want to keep up with the day's news? Don't worry. Now we are wherever you are. Traveling? No problem. Stream wherever, whenever with Live Local CBS 3. CBS 3 Weather is brought to you by Jim Peralt. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Let's start off by taking a beautiful look at Farm Lake near Ely. Picture comes courtesy of Glenda Harbaugh. I'm told she was my babysitter when I was knee-high to a meteorologist. I was too young to remember, but I'll take their word for it. Gorgeous day out there today so far. There is a threat for severe weather coming our way, rumbling out of the west, and we're going to start talking about it right now by first setting the stage with our current conditions. And you see a live look at the sky over the Twin Ports here with high, thin clouds coming in, eventually lowering and thickening. Again, a great sign for the approach of a low-pressure system. And right now at the airport, it's 75 degrees, 57% for the relative humidity, easterly, southeasterly winds going 14 miles per hour, and our air pressure coming down a little bit, 1,011 millibars as that low gets closer. Current temperatures run from the 70s to the lower 80s, so near normal for some places, a little warmer than normal for others. Warmer than normal, 78 to 81 in the Upper Peninsula, 75 to 81 northwestern Wisconsin. Looking at 62 to 72 along the North Shore, even 75 near two harbors, and then about 75 to pretty much 80 degrees for folks on the Iron Range. With this low pressure system coming aboard, the clouds are going to go up. That'll block sunshine. Tomorrow's temperatures then will go down, probably lower 70s for a lot of our locations. Now, time for the timeline on the storms that are coming our way tonight, coming with a low pressure system from the northwest. So once we get towards about 8 o'clock or so, that front could be towards Grand Rapids and the western parts of the Mesabi Range. Then we get towards the midnight hour, the front gets towards the Twin Ports, and that's where we here at the head of the lakes expect our chance for the storms. And then after 10 p.m. towards midnight, that front works through Wisconsin and the Upper Peninsula as well. Big threats here with this low pressure system. It could create hail and high winds and tornadoes, again, not out of the question. The biggest threat, though, will be to the west towards Grand Rapids, Deer River, Bemidji, that neck of the woods. But the rest of us never discount the chance. Now, if this chance pays off, it's a good 70 to 80% chance for the precip tonight. How much will we get? And right now, the latest charts seem to indicate most Minnesotans will get about a quarter to a half inch worth of rain, and getting into Wisconsin and Michigan, it might go from about a half inch to a hair over an inch. So for towns that still need the rain, it looks like we could get more here tonight, and not heavy enough to cause flooding troubles this time around. Forecast in Minnesota tonight says the chance for the storms is 80%, and your low temps will go 57 to 62. For Wisconsin and Michigan, 70% storm chance there with low temps 62 to 65. Forecast tomorrow says the tail end of the low pressure system keeps a 50-50 shot for showers and non-severe thunderstorms going in Wisconsin and UP through the day. And with the cloud cover, the high temps come down, 73 to 75 there. Perhaps a little bit cooler in Minnesota, 73 to 75 inland, but by the lake, 68 to 70 possible. 60% chance for showers and non-severe storms there for the Minnesota side of life. And then higher pressure takes over by midweek. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday should be partly cloudy with a return back into the 80s and a return for humidity to come back as well. So dew points went down for the week, and tomorrow will be almost chilly compared to the way the last couple weeks have rolled. But then we roll right back into summer, Tony and Kristen, at least through Friday. Then comes Saturday, spike up to 86, and another go-around with showers and storms.
All right, thanks, Dave. Gavelled in again on day one of Minnesota's latest special session. Legislative leaders say they've agreed on most details of a bonding bill and a tax bill. That's according to the Minnesota Senate's top Republican. You'll remember during this year's first special session, which lasted a week back in early June, lawmakers couldn't compromise on police accountability after the death of George Floyd. Governor Tim Walz's emergency powers during the pandemic was another sticking point, with Republicans hoping to rescind those powers. But Governor Walz extended those powers anyway today, giving the state flexibility in responding to COVID-19. We spoke to our local lawmakers to hear their thoughts on the special session. Representative Liz Olson, a Democrat representing the Duluth area and the House Majority Whip, says she hopes they'll reach an agreement on police accountability and criminal justice reform.
So we're back trying to get closer to see if we could get to an agreement. I think we have a really great package of legislation here on the House side that I'm hopeful that the Senate can agree to take some of the really big pieces. Specifically for us, we care deeply about, that we need systemic change and we need accountability.
Olson says she will also push for funding for Duluth area projects to be included in the bonding bill. Meanwhile, Republican Representative Sandy Lehman of Cohasset says she feels they're getting close to reaching an agreement on police reform, but there's still more work to do.
We need to address police reforms, and we need to have compromise. And so I think that people at this special session hopefully are a little more understanding of the need for compromise. And if we all come in with that spirit of compromise, we will accomplish some things.
She hopes this will be the last time a special session will have to be convened this year, but stressed this one was required by law in order for the governor to extend his peacetime emergency, which is used to navigate the pandemic.
Authorities are still searching for a southern Wisconsin woman who slipped into a river and went over a waterfall. According to the Gogebic County Sheriff's Office, Stephanie Narvaez of Watertown, Wisconsin, was hiking along Rainbow Falls near Ironwood Saturday evening. That's when the 22-year-old lost her footing and fell into the river. The person she was with tried to rescue her but was not successful. Authorities have conducted several underwater searches. The Rainbow Falls area is closed until further notice.
Tax day is quickly approaching. The IRS moved the deadline from April 15th to July 15th because of the coronavirus pandemic.
CBS's Michael George has tips for people who still need to file and some things to look out for next year.
Procrastinators, it's time to grab your documents and fill out those IRS forms. But there is some good news.
If you make less than $69,000, you are entitled to the IRS free file program.
CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger says those free tax filing software programs can be found at irs.gov. If you need more time to file, you can get an extension until October 15th. But there's a catch. H&R Block's Kathy Pickering explains.
An extension to file is not an extension to pay. So if you're in a situation where you owe taxes, you're still going to need to estimate how much your tax payment needs to be and make that payment by July 15th in order to avoid any penalties or interest.
If you don't have the money now, you can apply for a payment extension of up to 120 days, or you can ask the IRS to set up an installment plan. And for the millions who lost their jobs during the pandemic, it's not too early to think about next year.
So this question about unemployment is a really important one.
Both state and federal unemployment benefits are taxable and will have to be paid next year.
You can actually ask to have taxes withheld from your check, but it doesn't happen automatically. You have to ask to have that done.
There are 6 months left this year to make that adjustment and avoid a big tax bill in 2021.
If you've already filed your taxes, you can still make an IRA retirement contribution, but it has to be in by July 15th.
Coming up, during the pandemic, many businesses are closing. However, a new one on Canal Park is opening.
Healthy Systems USA Cyber Monday and July sale. 2-month program, 1-month price. It's like getting 1 month for free. Buy it for yourself or split it with a friend. Last chance to save $250.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
The Garage. It's your space. Get a garage fit for man's best friend with our Doghouse 34 by 26 garage. Store all of the equipment you need today. No matter what you put in your space, trust us to build it right. Economy Garages. Built right, priced right.
I'm Jim from Jim Pro Construction, a certified TAMCO contractor. What does that mean for you? TAMCO's full line of roofing and decking products allow me to offer the best options to homeowners. The average contractor can only offer 10 years. At Pro Construction, we provide a full coverage 15-year labor and material warranty on residential and commercial buildings. Nobody can offer a better warranty than this. Give us a call today to find out what Jim Pro Construction and TAMCO can do for you.
They're live, they're local. Watch the CBS 3 News with Kristen Baki and Anthony Matt tonight at 6, right after the CBS Evening News at 5:30.
For breaking stories that impact the Northland most, turn to CBS 3. Watch Anthony Matt weekdays at 6 and 10 p.m. on live local CBS 3 Duluth.
Hi, I'm Dr. Charity Reynolds. I would like to remind you that COVID-19 is still around. Remember to wash your hands, wear your mask, and stay home as much as possible. Thank you.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northland still to this day. From environmental issues to economics and so much more. Join me, Kristen Baki, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining, a fair and unbiased report that answers the tough questions surrounding the world of mining.
Eye on Mining with Kristen Baki. Tuesdays at 10 only on live local CBS 3. Brought to you by Iron Mining Association.
Duluth's downtown waterfront district is the heart of our community. So many of the things we love about Duluth can be found right here, from businesses to attractions. And now, Most of them are open and working hard so you can safely enjoy them. Our local restaurants, breweries, shops, salons, and attractions help weave the unique fabric of our community. They make us stand out. And when you support them, your dollars stay in our community, helping to boost our economy. Show your love for Duluth's local businesses. We can't wait to see you.
Join the Greater Downtown Council for Movies in the Parking Lot. Friday nights all summer long. Watch movies from the comfort of your vehicle. Reserve your $10 parking spot ahead of time at downtownduluth.com/events/movies in the park. Present your digital ticket at the gate and enjoy. Bring your own food or have snacks from the concession stands. It all starts on July 17th with this blockbuster presented by Carlson Orthodontics and live local CBS 3.
Healthy Systems USA Cyber Monday and July sale. 2-month program, 1-month price. It's like getting 1 month for free. Buy it for yourself or split it with a friend. Last chance to save $250.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez on CBS 3.
Despite the challenges of opening a new business during a pandemic, a new cannabis shop has sprouted up in Canal Park. The Superior Cannabis Company opened today. The Duluth location is the second in the state for the company. The owners say cannabis stores are becoming more common after the federal farm bill was passed in 2018, which legalized the production of hemp. They say they were inspired by the wilderness of the Northland when they created the company and have been looking forward to opening their Duluth location.
And we just feel it went so well with the outdoors community and outdoor sports and, also sports injuries and hiking injuries, things like that. CBD for us has been just an amazing recovery tool.
Brinkman and his co-owners say CBD is also helpful for relieving anxiety, something they feel has seen an uptick since the pandemic started. Rembrandt is our pet of the day and comes to us from Range Regional Animal Rescue in Hibbing. Rembrandt is a 3-year-old domestic short-hair cat who is chill most days. However, he can have his off days just like everyone else. He has not had many interactions with other animals, but the few he has had interactions with have been positive. Rembrandt is looking for an easygoing forever home. If you can provide that for him, you can contact Range Regional Animal Rescue to set up an appointment.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, some big news as California's governor rolls back the state's reopening plan as LA and San Diego school districts announce that students will not return to campus this fall. Is the country headed back towards a lockdown? Plus, the Washington Redskins announced they will retire the team's name and mascot. Tonight, what other teams are facing pressure to change. And actress Kelly Preston dies of breast cancer. We'll take a look back tonight at her remarkable life. That's all coming up on the CBS Evening News.
CBS 3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
Home Furniture presents Stickley during our 4th of July sale. For a limited time, enjoy 35% savings on the stunningly crafted history from Stickley Furniture during the Stickley 4th of July sale, only at Home Furniture.
Here are some quick tips for a safer shopping experience. Though reusable bags are great for the environment, they can be a carrier for bacteria. Before shopping, please wash all bags. Try to keep 6 feet or 2 shopping carts of distance between you and other shoppers. Plan ahead so your trip can be quick and efficient. Though cash is accepted at most businesses, cash can transfer bacteria. When possible, try to use cards to lessen the risk of spreading illness. With your help, we can keep our neighbors healthy and workers safe.
Welcome back to gaming excitement in downtown Duluth. Fond du Lac Casino is currently open 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. daily with a large selection of slot games available to brighten your day. The entire gaming floor is currently non-smoking with social distancing and COVID-19 protocols in place. We want you to have fun, but also stay safe when you visit. Log on to fondduluthcasino.com for the most up-to-date information during these ever-changing times. We're looking forward to seeing you smile under that face cover while you
have a great time out at Fond du Lac.
Watch Anthony Matt weekdays at 6 and 10 p.m. on live local CBS 3 Duluth. When severe weather hits, tune to CBS 3.
Tonight at 10, we'll be out here in the storm.
For up-to-date coverage morning and night.
Stay away from here.
Live local weather coverage on CBS 3 Duluth.
Now at Home Sleep Express, get no interest financing for 6 years on any Serta iComfort mattress, plus up to a $300 merchandise bonus, and get free delivery and setup. 6-year financing on Serta iComfort at Home Sleep Express.
Hi, I'm Dr. Charity Reynolds. I would like to remind you that COVID-19 is still around. Remember to wash your hands, wear your mask, and stay home as much as possible. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us on this edition of CBS 3 News Live at 5. We're taking a quick look over Canal Park on what's been a relatively quiet Monday. Now let's recap our top story and see what's coming up tonight at 6.
An Ashland hockey tournament caused an outbreak of COVID-19 cases. Now, hockey arenas are rethinking how to keep both players and fans safe during the pandemic. The next tournament is set to take place July 24th through July 26th. However, officials still could cancel the event.
And many local favorite summer events all around the region have been canceled due to COVID-19. However, the Head of the Lakes Fair is set to carry on later this month. Coming up tonight at 6, we're digging into how they plan to do so safely and finding out what the mayor thinks of this plan.
That's your news tonight at 5. The CBS Evening News is up next.
We'll see you again at 6.